Hey guys, welcome to the 6th episode of the Ranking Show, where we're going to mainly focus on the results of Fete. I've heard so many different pronunciations, and I know I'm going to get it wrong every time. I'm just going to go with Fate. That's what I went with the video, and I'm pretty sure I still screwed up pronunciations in the video, especially with Pryson's name. But we're not going to spend time talking about pronunciations, even though we've already spent the first minute doing that. But mainly I want to talk about Sechi and where he should be in the top 100 right now. I mean, he beat Triff. He took 2 wins off of a top 20 player, as well as had an incredible tournament. So, yeah, let's just start there. So, actually, there's a couple people I know. It was a much smaller tournament, and there's Evo this weekend, so people who watch both Ultimate and this kind of didn't get the full thing. The names you'll probably recognize: Face Roll. Did not have to face off with Triff, which was very fortunate for him, but I mean, it doesn't lessen the win. I mean, this was his first tournament ever in Europe. He came over. Oh my god, Ginger. Holy shit. Wow. Thanks. Oh my god. Thanks for coming through, guys. Well, if there's a super excess of people here, I should, Rox, thanks for the follow. If there's a super excess of people here, I should go over quickly what the ranking show is. So basically every week I go over what the tournaments are. This is like, God, I'm so off balance. I can't, Ginger, you're so incredible. I mean, Red Falco, not Red Falco, he plays White Falco. Any Falco I'm a fan of. But every week I go over the tournaments and just kind of see what's been going on. Blue Falco, thank you for the follow. Sorry, I'm a little thrown off and excited. Okay, we're gonna get back into it. So Face Roll fortunately did not have to face off with Triff. I really don't think it lessens his thing. But I mean, the 3 people you'll probably recognize from this list, I imagine most people don't follow both. Blue Falco, I'm colorblind. I'm gonna blame it on that. I know your show. Love it. Hell yeah. Where was I? Sorry guys. I'm so taken aback. I really appreciate Ginger doing that. God, this is for any of the people watching the VOD. They're gonna be like, come on, Scott, come on, keep on going. I want to talk about this, but the players you'll know here is probably Face Roll, Triff. Unfortunately, Bobby, even though he got voted to here, got the play here, lost to Mint. I mean, Mint's not a bad loss. Mint doesn't get to travel a lot. Mint's incredibly good, and Ja Ryden. I don't know where Ja Ryden would be. I don't know where we're on the European Wax Center, PR Melee. Where I don't know where Ja Ryden is about. 25th. All right, so right around Nikki. Well, it's soon to be updated. I know what's his name. Yeah, we gotta reset. I know. There's a new ranking like in the works that's going to be coming out soon. So I guess a lot of this is probably, especially because it's like a year old, is going to be updated soon. But yeah, Ja Ryden right around Nikki. I'm just kind of looking for around Levinky and Bryson. Like, I'm just looking for a place to reference him. Sechi's really that low? I guess he just doesn't go too much. I mean, now Sechi's the top 100 player. That's no question here. Some people don't know Frenzy. I mean, he did go on that run at SmashCon. He had his version of Ice's run where he got like no wins but still got 9th. Yeah, 9th at SmashCon. That's a big thing. But it is really unfortunate, Bobby. I mean, maybe this slightly lessens my perception of him, but again, it's so hard to tell with European players of like where does a Mint win? Like, Hunting Ground, thank you for the follow. I don't, unless anyone who has a pretty good knowledge of European Smash, or at least more than me, where would the equivalent of a Mint win be? Who's the American equivalent of Mint? I mean, actually, that should probably, if I'm the purveyor of the game that I should be. Well, how did Mint do here? Then maybe you can try to get a feel. Ice did beat Asfat. Yeah, he did get that. He beat Over and Drunk Sloth, I believe. Frenzy beat on his run. Okay, so he beat Nebby, he beat Bobby. Envy is a good European player, if I remember correctly. And the Nebby win is good, but obviously not as good because Nebby was playing on the box. Just kind of learn it. Yeah, I don't know how old the mid picture. I briefly saw it. I was just going to be like, I'm going to make no comment on that. Yeah, but I've no idea how we would make the equivalent Mint to Lucky. I think that's a huge underestimation of Lucky. Like, Lucky's Mint's, from what I've seen this weekend and from the brief things I know about Mint, he's good, but I don't think he's comparable to Lucky. That would be insane. Like, losing, I love Frenzy. He's Red Falco. I mean, Envious SoCal, part of BTS. I knew I recognized the name. I just couldn't place him. See, this is why I like doing the ranking show live, because people either call me on my bullshit or let me learn. I knew he's at Falco. There we go. That's such a convenient Twitter tag to have. Yeah, but I don't think Lucky's a fair comparison. I think if we're gonna say let's just look at the top 100, see, because I feel like he'd probably be one of those fringe. Mint to Magi or Stango. Mike Hayes. What's Mint's best win ever? Obviously, I guess it would say. Ah, man, he doesn't. Captain Crunch is his best U.S. win. He beat Chillin. God, that's not. This is a very bad list to anything outside of Europe to find out what he is on this level. That is really hard to tell. Mint took Lucky the Game 5 last stock. Lucky, is it? I feel like Lucky just gets close to losing to like all these foxes. Like, was it Moki or someone? I feel like it was a lower ranked fox that he like, the fox just like super choked against him and Lucky pulled out winning. But I feel like Lucky has a lot of like game 5, game 3s with mid to not iffy foxes. Mint 3-0 Tris Falco. That's a terrible. You're just giving me worse and worse metrics to measure these people by. It's like, yeah, Mint went 3-1 against Mango's Game & Watch. It's like, where do I put this into the equation? How do I figure this out? Lucky lost to Swedish's brother at Pound. R.I.P. Okay, but let's circle back around. So we'll talk about the player we know. I was really surprised about Prof. I mean, losing to 2 really talented players, but he was top 4 seed, I believe. Mango's Game Watch is sick. The top player Army is underrated. What about Army? Let me go to my comparison list. Army, I said Army was a little bit underrated by my rankings compared to the MPGR, but because I probably valued consistency less this period than I've ever did before. Santi's probably, I think you're getting a little bit closer and closer every time. It's still such a hard comparison to make. Zamu the God. Yeah. Wait, because there's pools. Who did Timmy lose to in pool? Was that a DQ or did Timmy actually lose to Bombino? Anyone know who Bombino is? Is he a European player? I've honestly never heard that name. It's interesting to see him lose. That's a weird combo of Triff, Zamu, and then this man who I've never heard of, Bombino. What do I think about someone throwing something at Triff? Bombino plays Falcon. He's a UK Falcon? All right. Well, that's a sick win. Once people learn more about Timmy, that's a sick win. The kind of European boulder can keep building. All right, thanks for coming through, Rocks. I assume you came from Gingers. Thanks for stopping at any point, UK Falcon. Someone throwing something at Triff? It's disappointing to see. Bomino beat Frenzy too? Well, I guess we got to start looking out for this dude. Yeah, it doesn't look like he beat him here, but I would believe you that he beat him in another event. Tony Bombino. Yeah, but the whole someone throwing stuff at Triff, I'm glad I've seen the Twitch clip and it kind of just like passed by pretty quickly. Like it didn't interrupt anything and all that. But I hope it does not become a trend. I don't think I have anything important to add to this discussion. It's like, hey, don't throw stuff at top players. But let's while I have the eyes on me, thanks to the wonderful help of Ginger. Sometimes selling HBox credit. Jesus Christ. While I have the eyes on, I don't believe Sechi was PGR. I believe that'll get me to that. Cool, yeah. I don't believe he was on, and again, forgive me if I was incorrect, I don't believe he was on the ballot for the MPGR, which would have given me... No. Price it was, but Sechi was not. I can probably get over to Liquipedia and see if he has any other wins. Griffin drop any games? I'm pretty sure. Well, Griffin, I believe, if I'm remembering grand finals correctly, Sechi took him game four, both sets. Yeah, he definitely dropped. He almost lost the set to Bryson. It was close. But there's a very realistic possibility that this doesn't have all of his wins. Because I know, well, I guess he really doesn't attend a lot. Regen. You're saying Regen is where Frenzy lost to Bambino? Let's take a look at this. Yeah. If that, we could have had a totally different tournament if Griffin doesn't win that set against Bryson, but alas. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And someone was saying that Triff hadn't lost a tournament tournament in Europe since. I mean, in 2019 so far. So that kind of breaks his streak too. Said she lost to Triff in Pro. So now they're 4-1 for the year or 4. When I talked to Sechi for the video, I forget it, he didn't specify if it was 2-1 for the year or 2-1 all time. I'd imagine it's 2-1 for the year. Beat Timmy and Bobby Big Balls. Yeah, that's pretty good. If Timmy had already been established in the top 100, Bobby lost to Matt. Yeah, if where was I going with that? Yeah, if he was already established in the top 100, maybe that could squeak him into the hundreds. But I mean, European players, it's hard for anyone to get in. So Sechi's year. You're saying Sechi had a West Balls win as well? Where else has Sechi been this year besides? I guess I can obviously check his. I can check his Smash GG, but but beyond, because it only had Fate and Regen listed for him. It was a joke. I have no idea what you're talking about. There's too much data flowing by. I got to keep everything going. So losing the Prof Triff, especially now that he's way up on Triff and keeping it super close, that's real good. Skip over here for a second. Yeah, so if it's only these two tournaments to go off of, it's really kind of hard to judge where we put Sechi. I think someone who has 2 wins, well now 4 wins over Triff is someone who feels like they should be included in the ranking. I really hope there's some sort of way. I don't know if there's anything going on at Fate that would bring. I know there's something about a road to Don't Park in the Grass, someone being placed and sent to that. I didn't really look into that more, but I think all Sechi needs to do is meet the requirements. Refresh Sechi's Wikipedia page. Did you deface it while I was looking at it on stream? What am I refreshing for? Did I miss something? It has his wins here. Yeah. But if that's all he's got, I could definitely check his Smash DG profile. Smash DG kind of sucks. Well, I guess they're having all those layoffs. Oh, hey, Sechi, how you doing? I like your reply to the tweet. We're trying to figure out where you'd be in the top 100 right now. Because I feel like if you would meet the requirements of whatever it ends up being, because it'll probably be much lesser than normal this year. Oh, yeah, actually, Sechi, I can just ask you, what other events have you gone to this year that I could get good results from the matter? Not good results from the matter. At least top 1,000. There's so many players who are top 1,000. I'd say there's at least 1,000. Oh, you're saying he had a West Balls win and that was a joke. Okay, now it's all coming to me, Wobblos. Everything takes seconds to process. But now you're 4-1. Oh yeah. Also, I was talking about it earlier. You're 4-1 on Triff for the year, correct? Is what you're saying when you DM'd me to talk about that. But being 4-1 on Triff. Yeah. Sechi, you need to get out to another one of these tournaments, and you're easily top 100. Hell yeah. I believe in you, Blue Falco. That was you? Sechi left his account log. Sechi's not here, RIP. I just assumed that was Sechi for the username. I mean, someone could have very easily made it. Sechi's 4-1 on Triff? Okay. Dope. Yeah, so I think that's really so to put Sechi somewhere 4-1 on Triff, and not really been to as many events. So who would be a good what's not yeah, that's a good comparison point. He just didn't look up your piece. I love that you're admitting to identity theft and cyberbullying Sechi. Yeah, okay. See, if I don't know about the top players in this European Smash scene, I'm not gonna know about the IRL friends of Sechi who could potentially steal his Twitch username to say something in the chat. I think that might be a little bit out of my depth. Money dance after your 1/7. Oh, would that add or detract from my ranking of him? No, but let's jump over. Let's keep this train of possible thought going. Talk about Santi, a man who doesn't have many results. So Santi went on S2J, went on Face Roll, went on Ginger, went on 2 wins on Mike Hayes, and not really any bad losses. God, the thing is, it just all of the wins, the big wins being on one player is what makes it weird. It makes it so hard to rank. And I think that's kind of the issue always for Europe's players because, like I was kind of saying before, and this whole kind of discussion revolves around is like, how bad is a Mint loss? Like how good is beating Mint? Where do we compare that one person to another? And I think a lot of people, especially people who there's very intelligent people doing pallets, but I think for people who don't follow the game as closely, like even me who follows the game really closely but doesn't know about Europe, it's so hard to say, yeah, like Mint's play and you know how good Mint is. You can easily say, you can have a better guess to say they do be top 50. But like finding a good comparison point kind of sucks. And it sucks that like there's nothing really to be done about it unless there's some way to bring more people to majors in Europe, which I think that's really good that Fate's doing, bringing NTSC. It's like hosting NTSC events because I think when I talked to Face Roll, he said that was a big reason for going over there. So I think that's going to be a good step for getting Europe more respected on the rankings. It's an unfortunate side effect of just being separated from the game. It really, really sucks. Because there's so many talented European players that obviously we saw this weekend. But it's just hard getting like a touchstone point for that, which just is a real big sad. Yeah, especially because I want to say like where would we throw any of these people in? But I think do we have anyone who has these amount of wins on Triff in the U.S.? I feel like we're gonna see some like super high ranked player who's like 4-1 on Triff. Who's up for that's not a good metric for. Oh, this is Triff's. No, this would be Triff's losses. Dart. Oh, this is Triff's wins. Yeah, I'm dumb. Reading spread. You think I know how to read a spreadsheet by now? Yeah, there's not really even in the U.S. a good comparison point. It's such a shame. Hermes Mask, thank you for the follow. Yeah. I forgot that NMW does have that Triff win. I think we can kind of pivot over, especially this. I not to his face, but in my streams I've given PTAS so much shit for this weird thing, but I guess it's a side. It's something that has to be done. But we can pivot over to talking about how these 2 losses to Sechi hurts Triff a little bit. I think, yeah, that's what I was going to say. He might just have a Falcon problem. I can go back over to Triff's little page over here. Did he play? He hasn't played S2J. Has he played None? I have a feeling he probably wouldn't beat None. I guess None's probably getting close to being back to Clean. Yeah, NMW. That's NMW. He's lapped it out. So, Swedes, you're saying it's more, you would map up the Sechi's win more to his ability in the Peach matchup than Triff's shortcomings to Falcon? Because I think that's another fair way. Again, we don't have a lot of data to go off of for something like that. It's interesting. Triff played NMW on a new broken controller. Interesting. 100%. So you'd say it's more Sechi and then less Triff. Interesting. Yeah, it did look like across the games he was really, there's a lot of adaptation and like him learning. Like Sechi, I'm sad we don't know Triff as a player at matchup like a god. Okay. Like a standing top 2 players with a Peach. Interesting. Triff at Runway? Was that in a smaller European tournament? Or am I mistaken? Secondaries? Sechi is just sick. Yeah. Sechi, I really hope there's some way we can get Sechi. I mean, if you guys, if there's some sort of European push to get Sechi to an American tournament, please keep me informed on that. Or if there's anything I can do, like I would love to be, I don't know how we would go about doing this or like raising money or doing something like that. But after seeing this weekend, I feel like I would love to see Sechi get out to a tournament. So if Europe, you crazy guys have anything planned or any ideas with that, feel free to reach out to me, DM me or something like that. I would love. Yeah, actually, I should just make a Rising video on Sechi. Well, we don't. Yeah, I'll make a video on him. We'll do that. I wanna use my clout for good. Yeah, let's get Sechi to a US tournament. That's the plan. That's the goal for the year. Get Sechi top 100. No bias. He's so good. He's so incredibly good. Also, everyone in Europe is like so nice because I keep on bringing up the Fate video, but I reached out to like so many players and like within like hours they were back to me with like really great responses. Frenzy gave me a whole lot. Frenzy and Nikki gave me a whole lot. Get him into America. I should have gone. If I was not, I'm kind of in an iffy financial situation as of himself doing YouTube full time. But I would have loved, like, I really want to obviously travel and see Europe, and I definitely want to go to Fate or whatever the new spiritual successor is to Air. That's definitely once I have a safer financial situation, I would love to come out. I'd love to be a degenerate over in Europe with a bunch of Smash players. Wizrobe Sensei. The reason Wizrobe is number 2. Next year. Yeah, if I'm in, I will you can clip it and tweet it at me when announces comes up. If I'm in a good financial situation by this time next year or whenever Fate is next year, I'll come over to the UK. That'd be sick. Giant Alliance push? Yeah, dude, we'll get some European things going. I would have beaten Sechi in pools. Dude, I went 08 at the Arcadian. I'm not beating anyone. The only thing I will be destroying when I go to Europe is beers with the boys. That's the only thing. Anyways. God, that's an unfortunate 5th place for Zamu losing the face roll and Triff. Oh, Buttnose, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Really appreciate it. I think I'm getting very close to being right there to get another emote. So you can hit those save W's, but you can also hit those save L's when I say something dumb. HBox said he thought he would lose to Mint and NTSC. That'd be sick. God. I can't. I'm so... SmashCon seeding hasn't come out yet, right? Bit of a tangent. 2019. Nintendo Labs. I gotta do the Sechi Rising Spotlight yet. We don't know about. I imagine it would take forever. I mean, usually seeding doesn't come out till like the middle of the week, because I'm hawk-eyed for seeding for stuff like this. Oh, maybe it's up. I mean, this looks about right. I imagine it's not super deep seeding. Hbox Mango. Another 11 axe. Actually, 5 would be... Oh, that's... Rip. As big rip for Zane. Well, wait, do I know how? I don't know how numbers work. Oh, it's gonna be Cody H box. Amza Axe. That's a feels bad man. Plub Leffen. That should be easy for Leffen. Oh, that's interesting. I'm already super excited from this tournament. Just looking at who's gonna pair up in top 8. Mint's only problem. H-Box takes mid-level, foxes the game 5 to maintain delusions about the matchup being bad. It's all some conspiracy. I do really like the conspiracy theory. Not that I don't think H-Box would do this, but like he loses the players like Albert and stuff like that. Just to keep the game fresh. He's like the grand puppet master of Melee. That would be sick. That's what it felt like with to people who also both watch Ultimate, even because I'm getting back into it. It felt like an Evo. MKLeo was like, oh, I'll just drop a set and then win from losers. Like, I'm just too sick. Joker's too good. Maxi's also incredible. There's so many incredible European players. Like, I only know like the half of it. I want to see if there's anything. Was there anything else really at Fate that I overlooked that you think that I should talk about? I've got a lot of knowledgeable European players or European people in the chat, so maybe that Armada guy's pretty good. Irish Smash Kings. God. That'd be cool if there could be like a European like Smash circuit. I don't know the feasibility of that. Prof being washed up, yeah. That William dude. That is real bad. How's Prof been at smaller tournaments? We can hopefully hit up Wikipedia. And it's not going to be updated. Yeah, that's another kind of the lack of wealth of knowledge. We could probably check. Box Nebby. Yeah, I'm really happy that Nebby did well with the box. Hopefully they'll be back to form soon enough. God. More Yoshis are so sick to watch. Prof is 17. Prof beat Triff last week? Okay. So he's not washed. Well, did Prof play Falcon? Because then, no. That was all Sechi. It was not just the Falcon matchup. Oh, God. Hopefully my power doesn't go out. Yeah. I mean, that's a great win for Zamu. Even if Prof doesn't get ranked, 17 years old, I don't think that's it. Whose controller was broken this weekend? Falcon Peach is just dumb. Yeah, but that's really good for Nebby. Yeah, I mean, I feel like most people performed as expected. Zamu got a rough 5th. Because you won't get ranked. We're trying to not stop that from happening. Sechi, I was talking to earlier, if this is the real Sechi, if this is not the friend, the ghost of Sechi, we're talking about maybe potentially making a Rising Player Spotlight on you. Kind of covering, like, how good you are and potentially using it some way to get you to a U.S. tournament. Who borrowed one? Okay, you gotta stop using pronouns. There's too many. When using he to describe players at a Smash tournament is really... Oh, Professor Pro. Okay, good. Never mind. I'm dumb. I can't read. Reading comprehension has never been my strong suit. It was broken this weekend? Okay, so that makes me feel a little bit better at him kind of being... Yeah, there you go. Thank you. But overall, I think it was a really sick tournament. I'm sad that it had to be on the same weekend as EVO, so it kind of got overlooked. And I feel obviously it's like people don't know European players as much. Like if we could get like a just made 1K, yeah, so you got that money to come over. We just got to keep on bringing people, bringing some top players. Well, I guess no, Triff, you were the one who. You beat Triv, and you almost beat Face Roll. Yeah. But, yeah, dude, I'd love to do some sort of... yeah, we should get and talk with... What, man? Do I still have the calendar saved? I don't have the calendar saved. But, yeah, that'd be cool. I think people would definitely, if we could work something together where like a major's coming up, we get you in a compendium and we had a video made about you. I think that would be like perfect. Work something out. Never choked at a U.S. major. How many U.S. majors has he been to? Poor Jude. Oh yeah, we can briefly talk about Evo Melee side event, which I only saw finals and I wanted to die watching Chudat. I mean, Chudat was that. This doesn't count as an Evo win. Why did Lucky play one round in DQ? That's weird. No problem, dude. Any way I can use the gift of all these people watching me, which has been crazy, and I still can't believe that people do that. Anything I could do to give it back to someone else or like support the community or build a community, I want to be able to. DQ'd because Vegas. That makes sense. Oh god, I guys, HBox can still Chudak can still win Evo, and here's how. Oh god. Yeah, no, I grossly overestimated what else interesting happened at this. HBox didn't drop a single game. I imagine these two guys probably made a decent amount of money. Well, I guess it is Evo payout, so HBox probably got like 95% of the money, and then whoever got Chudat probably got like $3. Beowulf SSPM sick tag, and yeah, man, there's so many good European. We're gonna take it one at a time. We'll get Sechi. People know about Sechi. He beat Triff. He almost beat Face Roll. We'll ride that ride. We'll slowly undermine and get the thing there. What was what? Why would you link me to this horrifying looking page? Oh, he got 350. Yeah, so he like paid for his hotel. He almost paid for his hotel and his Evo ticket. I mean, it was a side event, but still, that's so crazy. Being second out of like 100 players or whatever, and you get enough not to cover everything. Said she got more for Fate than Plup did for Evo. God, Evo sucks. We don't need Evo. Evo's not good enough for Melee. Yeah, I don't know what else we would have to talk about. Really? I guess I could briefly touch on my differences between the MPGR. I was really surprised that Esther got ranked 9. 9 was the biggest surprise for me. But I mean, obviously you can see from my stuff that everything else is about where I expect it. Drip being 12 is really sick. Like, there's nothing really, really surprising. Rank Sechi based on gut feeling? Probably 40s, probably right around here. If I had, like, gun to my head, have to put Sechi somewhere, I'd say probably either, like barely sneaks into the top 50. It's just so hard, like, I've been expressing over and over again, because it's so frustrating. You can't, it's just like, I know Sechi's a good player. Sechi beat Triff, who I know is a really good player, but it's like, even if I understand that Sechi's a good player, he's especially really good at the Peach matchup, I can't say definitively that I know where he should be ranked, because we don't have the data to do that. Like, the only data we have is those few tournaments in Europe against European players who we also don't know where they should be ranked. So it's like, 40s might be recency bias. Oh, 100% is super recency bias. Like, I can't within a reasonable doubt. Yeah, just Sechi, just go do a bunch of tournaments so I don't have to, just for me, spend all that money that goes to tournaments, spend all that time training, all that, just for me, just to help me out. Yeah, we need some data points. Well, I mean, that European ranking is coming out soon enough. What's his name is working on it. His name is escaping me. The Phoenix Blue TO. So that's coming out soon. Well, we'll at least have a better reference point for Europe. Hopefully, I would want to make a video. I don't know what I would really say in something like that. Be like, these players are in Europe. They're good. Go the DreamHack? Hell yeah. Oh yeah, I forget you have a Patreon, Sechi. Everyone's gonna Patreon these days. Yeah, I don't know what else besides Fate we have to talk about. It's really beyond that. It was a pretty slow weekend, and everything intelligible I have to say about Fate is just like, I don't know about European players. I'm a dumbass. Like, I really don't have much for that. Hell yeah. Is there anyone else you guys think I kind of looked over or important to point out? God, it feels really big, really bad that Bobby Big Balls has lost that. God, such a shame. And he's been grinding away. He's been playing like airs at Nikki and Bryson. God, I keep on doing that. Yeah, I like briefly touched on them. God, how close were these sets? Barely. Oh man, there's so many big, like, so many sets that could easily flip the tournament. There's a lot of really close sets, which I mean should show us how good all of these players are and how close they are together. Like, did Bryson take Sechi to game 5 as well? Ja Raiden. Yeah, Mint and Ja Raiden. Actually, you guys, you versus Nikki was a rough set. More Minecraft Let's Plays. Actually, I was talking about it, I think, before the big stream of people came in. Where is about Ja Raiden in Europe right now? Like, I've no perception of where Ja Raiden would be. Where do you guys think about in Europe? Because I know the new rankings coming up and all that jazz. Close set against Nikki. Close set against Triff. Yeah, you got it real close in a lot of these sets, Sechi. Top 15 in Europe? Is Ja Raiden really that good? No clue. Don't listen to new rankings. They're already outdated. Yeah. Rankings suck. No one should take them seriously? You seem like a very anti-rankings kind of guy. I feel like you're more about, like, playing the game, taking wins than rankings, which I mean is the antithesis of what I am. I love me some rankings. Top 15 for Ja sounds right. Okay, wow. That's really good. God, there's so many European players you need to know about these days. God. Everyone's so good. Well, actually, yeah, these rankings are super. We still got Avalancer. These are super outdated. Been wrong my rankings to it. Yeah, I was like, it felt like there's a little bit of a tragic backstory in there. But yeah, rankings can be bad or poorly representative of people. Especially, I can imagine for European players, rankings just might be a sore spot. Understandably so. Yeah, it feels weird that Bobby was at the Melee Arcadian because he feels. I mean, he's hovering. He's been hovering around like right outside of rankings for so long. Like, he's good and he's grinding so hard and he's trying so hard. He just he can't make that breakthrough. It's important for more international tournaments to host USA players. I do think like the shift over the host having NTSC at European tournaments will really help that too. If that becomes like the standard. I don't know how Europe's perception as a whole is about NTSC and switching over to that, but I think it's really good to start moving towards Europe stop being underestimated and getting more data points to figure out how good they are. Is the universe where Bobby Big Balls beat HBox and Lotu City? I hope not. I mean, if we go by the theory that there's a universe for everything, yes, but like, I don't think I want to live in that universe. Like, as much as I respect Bobby's grind and think Bobby's a good player. Talk about Evo yet? I talked about Melee at Evo and how gross that was. And I really, I even though I definitely watched a lot of Ultimate Evo for the ranking show, I usually try to stray away from talking Ultimate talk just because I want to keep it like melee focused. Hypothetically, if Fete was pal, if you, that is a good question. I don't think if it was pal, how would it be taken? See, oh look, it's Victor. Thank you for the follow. I'm trying to think before I speak on like how I think the most people would not if we get to the point where it's a top 100 ballot and people are giving all the results. When you're giving something like this, if the ballot for the end of the year looks something like this, especially when you can't see when you can't go here and see what event it is, which I mean I think most people, myself included, are mainly looking at head to heads, or maybe that's just my bias, my perception of stuff. I don't think it matters at this point, at this perspective, at the end of the year ballots for saying how good a player is. But I do think, say, like, someone is just looking particularly at this event, and it's like, oh, this Falcon player from Europe that I've never heard of beat Face Roll and beat like Zamu and beat a bunch of really good European players, but it was on PAL. So I think people would very much would downplay it in the individual sense, but I think in the grand scheme of thing, if you see a 4-1 record against Triff, they would be like, this guy's 4-1 against Triff. I don't think they would. There's because of the wealth of data for a bout, I don't think there's enough time to worry about those little questions and stuff like that, if that makes sense. But I do think that is a really good question about how Fate would have been Fete, whatever. I just go with Fate because I'm not gonna pronounce it right. Would be perceived if it was a PAL event. That'd be interesting. Wait, I missed a bunch of stuff because I was thinking about that. Yeah, but I think U.S. players, especially face roll fans, would have downplayed the win over face roll if you beat him on PAL. PAL is just so great. That seems like the wrong opinion. I don't think it's PAL being lesser or NTSC being better. I think it's just more people play this version of the game. And it's kind of unfortunate. It's like, play on this version of the game or you're just kind of different from everyone else. There's going to be that little asterisk. Like, having a unified version that everyone plays on. I mean, yeah, if PAL was the unified version, I think that would be fine too. I think just the important thing is having a unified version. Slime would have been furious. I don't think Slime cares that much. Slime obviously cares a lot about Melee, but I don't think Slime would be furious about face roll losing. I don't think Griffin would be mad about losing if it was PAL. You'd just be like, all right, whatever. That's cool. Griffin's such a chill dude. Yeah, I don't think there would be too much anger there. He seemed like he was having fun of the tournament nonetheless, no matter what happened. I mean, obviously winning the tournament helps in the enjoyment factor. He loves face roll? Really? I didn't know Slime was such a big face roll fan. I mean, more people should be face roll fans, but that's cool. They flew over Slime and Ludwig to commentate too. Like, I think we just need more melding of Europe and NA, and we can get everyone can learn out of it. Not learn out of it. Well, we can get more data points, and that'll be good for me. So this is all just my. I don't care about Europe at all. I just care about me. I just want these data points to be easier so I don't have to moan and complain as much when I'm doing rankings. Slime was a grinder, loves the Irvine boys. I believe that. Yeah, huh. I don't think... do you guys have anything else, really? I feel like I talked about everyone. Face roll is sick. How many ranked EU players do you think would it take for the American major bias to diminish enough for EU versus EU? if I like have to give you a number for like whatever the tipping point for that would be, I feel like 10, 15, 20, something around there, because it's like I've been saying over and over again, and I think it's 255. I think it's an important point to reiterate is that we don't know how good, like even this Triff, how bad is losing the Sechi? Because we don't know where Sechi is. How bad is Triff taking 2 losses to Sechi? How bad is Triff being 4-1 on Sechi? Like, we have no idea because we don't know how good Sechi is. And we'll be like, okay, so let's go through and rank Sechi. And we'll be like, oh, Sechi is 4-1 on Triff. And he's played against some other European players. So we don't, and we have no, he's the only ranked reference point we have. So it's so hard. Yeah, but your rank against Frenzy matters. Your rank against Triff matters. Like, if say FaceRoll gets eliminated and you win the tournament beating like Frenzy, Zamu, Mint, Nikki, like you beat like all the top European talent to win. Like, people be like, all right, FaceRoll lost this tournament. Triff did weirdly bad. I think it's because it's capitals. You're not getting it. But like, I feel like they would just not care at all because people don't know. It's unfortunately the whole ballot thing. A bad side effect of the ballot thing is people need to know about these players. I think it was because it was capitalized. It wasn't working, Rose. But I still will defend ballot over algorithm to my grave. Frenzy follows a lot of people. Yeah, Frenzy's very active on Twitter. He's good on Twitter. Big fan. Yeah, I guess we can kind of go down again, give a recap. FaceRoll wins the tournament, keeps it, it almost got beat by Sechi, which would have been really exciting to see, but just showing why he's a top talent player. Where is he now? FaceRoll. Yeah, I think we got our. Yeah, I think FaceRoll's about where he should be. FaceRoll just needs, if he had some of those axe wins at bigger events, that would be really, really cool. Yeah, I think FaceRoll is still about here. He's a really talented player. Has had a really good year so far. Sechi, we've discussed ad nauseum about how good he is. About where he should potentially be ranked and the problems with doing that, and how I'd love to have more data points for him. Incredible. Triff, 2 Sechi losses are concerning. It's starting to maybe potentially look like there's a trend of him losing to Falcons. Again, we are saying, too, that a lot of that goes to Sechi, but having the NMW loss and having the Sechi loss, despite the extenuating circumstance around it, does start a slightly worrying trend, and him losing his first tournament in Europe. It's all, none of these things are like big causes for concern, but it's sort of starting to be like warning signs there, where we're like, maybe Triff isn't as hot as we think he is. So I don't think anything major changes here. Smaller trends. Frenzy loses to 2 really good European players. Really doesn't change our perception either way. Did he? I forget if Frenzy was. No. Yeah, it doesn't really change my perception either way. Let's keep on going down the list. Zamu. That's a very unfortunate 5th placing. Did he beat any top European talents here? What was? Don't park in the grass. Oh, it's a whole series. Oh, is there something to that effect that I was talking about? Is this a bunch of like European tournaments? What events? Oh, there's like a tier system. Oh, that's really cool. Don't let Griffin win. Don't let Griffin get a free ticket to a tournament that's right around the back. That's really cool that the Dome Park is running that. Dome Park consistently flies out so many talented players, and they're really sick at that. Prof wins really good. Jamie wins really good. Alpha Dash win. Yeah, like Zamu just got really unfortunate. The Triff fell right into his lap thanks to Sechi. Bryson so close to getting that FaceRoll win. That would have been huge too. God. Dome Park is canceled? Damn. That's big sad. That's big sad. That we got the leaked information here. As for in Genesis now, yeah, I mean I guess that's still good, but Don't Park is Genesis isn't good. That you just like for attendees, no, it's great to watch, but yeah, the Don't Park from I've heard so many good things, and players have. There's been so many great runs by lower ranked players. Genesis is 4 setups. Yeah, Don't Park. I've heard really amazing things. Oh, that's big sad. That's one of the best tournament series. We need the Melee Stats tournament series to come around. I love watching my favorite player lose the Magi. Magi losing to top 50 player Magi. So satisfying to be able to say now. Where was I? Yeah, Bryson. That would have been great for the European stock to get that phase roll win, to give us a better point of reference. Even if phase roll came back and beat him in losers, Mint loses to 2 really good European players. I think the story of most people down below, with the sub goal for Fete 2020, I have to look into some how much flights cost and how much. Well, I guess I could probably get a press pass for the venue. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that next year. Butt nose. I gotta figure out what my financial situation looks like, homie. Gotta see if Melee's not dead by now and Ultimate's not picking out his corpse like a vulture. That'd be big, scary. Gen is 7. Genesis is old. We're all getting old. Yeah, I think after talking about the main talking points of Fete, it's just like this European player lost to 2 European players they should probably be losing to. It better be confirmed. This event was sick. It would have got probably. I said before, like I wish it was on a weekend that wasn't Evo, so it got more eyes on it. Genesis even, my favorite event. But I think that might do it for me, guys. Again, thank you for all the people who came from Ginger Stream and stuck around. Unless there's anything, like if you guys still want me to have a talk about any smaller events this weekend, I can check the talk about Hassan versus Pix. I would be so far out of my element. I have no idea who either of those players are. Talk about Mario Superstar Baseball? No, that's for tomorrow maybe, if I get the other videos I have to do this week done. This is not going to be a fun week for video production. I got my storylines to look at. It's Smorm Engine versus Pix. Can I get is there a VOD I could look at? Why was this matchup so important? Top UK Marth. Damn, no VOD. It was a salty sweet match? Why do these two have beef? Why do these two players I've never heard of have beef? I love me a salty sweet match. Oh, Monty, we are getting a SmashCon video this week. Like, there's gonna be hopefully a mobile video on SmashCon because I have a contract. There's gonna be on another channel. There's gonna be the Ultimate video for SmashCon. Someone get the VOD. There's gonna be obviously the Melee storylines video. It might be a little bit shorter. It's a prime match that they put in on it. There was 500 euros in side bets. Holy shit, that's incredible. I love that. The European scene just balls out for everything. That's incredible. I gotta be there next year. I gotta blow all my money on side bets on European players that I won't know, and then I'll lose $100 on and be like, I gotta follow him now. I gotta follow Hassan now. BTS Smashdown. Let me see if I can find that on my second stream. Would it just be Twitch BTS? Let me see if I can find it. Scour the internet. Oh yeah, how'd the money match against Save State go? Did you win your money? It's on YouTube? Hassan follows you? Oh hell yeah. Okay, there is all these layers. Let me see. I'll bring this over here. Oh god. Let's See, no, that's Smash Factor. There's Cruz. There is not a link to it. About him 1 sec. Oh, hell yeah. Let's go, Hassan. What an event. Chapters? I've never... That's actually really sick that they organize their VOD. Well, I guess they usually have their VODs like super, super quick. YouTube, my man. Who we look... Oh, I'm dumb. I am super dumb. Don't mind me. I'm just a YouTuber. Our brains are statistically half the size of normal brains. Hell yeah. That's what I want to see. Some real gamer moments.
Well done. Hey, look. This just goes to show... hey, look. This just goes to show that dumbass shenanigans, man, don't work against students of the game. They just don't work, man.
I'm sure, I mean, like, SaveAsUntitled got...
Here we go.
He's good, yeah, but... Proper students of the game that know...
Why did he... Oh no! Oh no! At least he's having fun getting his ass whooped. Oh my god! Dude! And then you went Bowser? Dude, please tell me you didn't beat him with Bowser. Jesus. This man traveled all the way from North Carolina to get murdered. Jesus Christ. That's not fair. That's not fair to Hungry Bucks. Oh, God. Oh, you lost his best. Okay, good. Good. That's... Don't end this man's whole career. Someone's got to hold it down for Link and Melee. You can't be destroying people's will to live like that. Let me see. Here we go. Let's see if I can find it. There's your VODs, and there's Cruz. How did Cruz go? I did not really. Cruz is not really my cup of tea, as is doubles really something. Oh, exhibition matches? Where was that? Oh, I need to see this Bowser. That's all I need to see. That last just fire by the edge into down air punishing it. That's all I need to see. Oh hey Face Roll, what's up? That's the greatest, my favorite European player, Captain Face Roll. God, that's horrifying to look at. 6 is off in the mountains with ice. Oh, RIP. Yeah, Griffin, you just missed the like hour of praising you and saying how good Europe is, and how hard you watch the start of the. Oh no! You better be just like spamming these get up attacks. Let's see. I don't wanna. What even is the Bowser Link matchup? I don't. Damn, you're kind of moving. Do you regularly play? Oh man, yeah. There's some get up attacks. God, Bowser's so bad. Like even when Bowser's moving, it just looks wrong. 20 winner BS. Oh my god. We can all just assume Bowser loses. Pat the avoid your plate. Oh yeah, thanks for something through, Face Roll. And again, thank you for giving me all those comments. Even though I only used some of them in the video, I really appreciate you getting back to me. And congrats on the win. It's a shame you didn't get the face off with Triff. I would love to see those matches. But like winning, pretty good. Oh my god. I wish I wasn't spoiled. Well, I guess I'm spoiled by this, but. Oh, there's a... Wait. I looked away for a second. Did he just, like... What just happened? Oh, he's taunting. I was like, why did he let him walk up and... Oh, my God. You've got to be kidding me. See a face roll. Oh my god. Oh god. That's oh. Oh my goodness. What's the I love Europe. Oh my god. That's so sick. I mean, they taught it. Like, they deserve that. But, like, oh my god. You should have taught if you don't want to get hit, but Jesus Christ. All right. I think actually that is the perfect thing to end. I just kept it a little quiet because it's loud. And you won $300 because that donut is funny, the donut. But I do think that's probably a good point to end this stream on. I don't think it gets better than that. Oh, your Swarm engine? Oh shit. Hell yeah. I want to pass this love on to someone. I want to make sure anyone know what the command is to host someone. Fuck you, Hassan. Now I can see why you guys so badly wanted me to watch that. Who should I? Is there any European players streaming, guys? Thanks for coming through, guys. I really appreciate it. I want to see anyone who I could pass the love over to that Ginger gave to me. Is that the speedrunning Siglemic? Quebec Weekly. God, I don't see anyone here. Actually, I'll get sent over the bar. Bar's sick. I forget how I do this though. It's like host. Raid. Actually, yeah, I'll raid Nez. Because Nez is actually like doing stuff. Host, or is it raid and then please tell me I'm doing this right. Mod God. I don't think that's how that works. Oh, is it /raid? Okay, cool. Well, thank you guys while I'm figuring this out because I'm a moron. Thank you guys for coming through the stream. I really appreciate it, especially all the people who stayed from Ginger stream. If you're interested in something like this, I do this every Monday. I also stream some Mario Baseball speedruns because I'm a huge nerd, and that's the best game on the Nintendo GameCube. Don't fight me. But if you're still around, you enjoy this, or you're watching on YouTube, you can always come over and follow me over on Twitch. But dope. Thank you guys again so much for coming. I really appreciate it all, especially Europe coming through and helping me talk about the tournament and not look like a dumbass. And yeah, see you guys next week. Sick. Where's the end stream button?